Hi, Martha King here with a quick tip on operating controls on the aircraft panel. For the instruments and avionics that have a knob you need to adjust or set, hold the mouse pointer over the knob. Notice how the pointer turns into a hand with a plus or minus symbol in it, depending on which side of the knob you move it to. Click the left mouse button to turn the knob. When you see a minus symbol, you're turning the knob to the left. And when you see a plus symbol, you're turning it to the right. You can also click and hold the mouse button to spin the knob or control quickly. But here's the real trick. If you have an IntelliMouse, you can spin the wheel to move the knob or control much faster. This is especially useful for adjusting the trim wheel or frequencies on the radio. You can also use it to make precise adjustments to the throttle, prop, and mixture controls. And that's your King quick tip on using your mouse on the aircraft panel. Happy flying!
Hi, John King here with a quick tip on controlling the engines on a twin-engine airplane. Now, to control just the left engine, press E and the number 1 key together like this. And now, when you move the throttle on your joystick or press engine key commands, you're controlling only the left engine. Now press E and the 2 key together, and you're now controlling the right engine. But here's the real trick. To regain control of both engines again, just hold down E and then press 1 and 2 like this. Now you're back to synchronized control of both engines. And that's your King quick tip on engine controls for a twin. Happy flying!
Hi, Martha King here with a quick tip on handling jets around the gate. When you're ready to push back from the gate, first release the parking brake by pressing Control, period. Then you'll need to decide if you want a straight push back or if you want your tail turned to the left or to the right. For a straight push, just press Shift P. If you want your tail turned to the right, press Shift P and 1. Or to turn the tail to the left, press Shift P and 2. Now you have to decide when it's time to stop the pushback. So press Shift P to come to a stop. Then I'd recommend setting the parking brake, so press Control, period. Before you taxi, you might want to turn on your exterior lights, especially at night. You can turn on the strobes with the O key. To turn on the landing lights, press Control L. Or to turn on all exterior lights, press just the L key. And now you're ready to taxi to the active runway. Oh, by the way, don't forget to let your passengers out when you return to the gate after a flight. Pressing Shift E opens or closes the main cabin door, just as it does on any flight simulator aircraft. And that's your King quick tip on gate operations. Happy flying! Hi, Martha King here with a quick tip on getting fast help from the autopilot. If you don't have time to fiddle with the buttons and knobs, you can use a few key commands to have the autopilot hold your wings level, maintain altitude, and fly a specific heading. First, turn the autopilot master switch on by pressing the Z key. You now have wing leveling and pitch hold turned on. To hold your present heading, press Control H. The heading bug snaps to your present heading, and heading hold is now on. To hold your present altitude, press Control Z. Your current altitude is inserted into the altitude hold window, and the autopilot will begin holding that altitude for you. However, that doesn't help you if you're in a climb or a descent. So press Control, Shift, and Z to select the altitude hold window. You can now dial in your target altitude by pressing the plus key to increase the altitude or the minus key to decrease it. And that's your King quick tip on using the autopilot. Happy flying!
Hi, John King here with a quick tip on simple flight planning. First, in the Create a Flight dialog box, click the Flight Planner button. Select your departure and destination airports. Then select the flight plan type and routing. Now you have lots of options to make an elaborate route, but the simplest is to choose direct. Then click Find Route, and you'll see your route in the map view. Now press OK, and then OK again to save the flight plan. Next, if you want to move your aircraft to the departure airport, click Yes, and you're all set to fly. But here's the real tip. Once you've saved your flight plan, it's automatically loaded into the GPS. Then just follow the course line to your destination. Also, the nav log for your flight is loaded into the knee board, which you can see by pressing F10. And that's your King Quick Tip on simple flight planning. Happy flying!